Anyways, Governor Sanwo-Olu has invited Fowles, Mr. Macaroni, and Seun Kuti for a peace walk. The governor of Lagos State, Babajide Sanwo-Olu, has called on some notable youths to attend the peace walk to herald the healing of the state following the Lekki tollgate shooting incident. The government gave the invite during the press conference that took place yesterday in Alausa here in Ikeja, and the governor said it will signal a new beginning towards the rebuilding of Lagos State. Governor Sanwo-Olu specifically invited Folarin Falano, aka Fowles, skitmaker Debo Adebayo, aka Mr. Macaroni, Dele Farotimi, an activist and lawyer, Temitope Majekodunmi, Segun Awosanya, Seun Kuti, amongst others, to join him in the historic march for our dear Lagos. Well, all those people he mentioned have actually come out on social media to react to the governor's invite for a peace walk. First of all, Seun Kuti has rejected the governor's invitation. Reacting to the invitation in an interview yesterday, Seun noted that he does not need to walk with the governor before there is peace in the state. According to him, the governor should walk the walk he's talking about by bringing about justice. The governor is not an embodiment of justice. Seun Kuti is not an embodiment of justice. Fowles is not an embodiment of justice. Mr. Macaroni is also not an embodiment of justice, to quote Seun Kuti. Also, musician Fowles and skit maker Mr. Macaroni have also rejected the invitation of the governor for the peace walk. According to what Mr. Macaroni put on social media, and I quote, "I humbly declined the invitation of Mr. Governor. The government themselves set up a panel. The panel has made recommendations. I believe that genocide, peacemaking, I beg your pardon, I take that back. I believe that genuine peacemaking will begin by first implementing the recommendations of the panel, then we can begin to trust the government." Mr. Governor has said it in his speech that to be a center of excellence, we have to be a center of truth. Before there can be healing, the government has to be sincere. There must be acceptance of wrongdoings and willingness to correct them. The last walk where I do, now so them bundle me, strip me naked, brutalize and dehumanize me. I no carry gun, I no carry weapon. As them they beat me, then they ask why are they disturb Mr. Governor. Now them say make I can't do work. For another round of beating, I better go. If I want lose weight, I go gym. Some peaceful work where Nigerian youths do, where they kill them. Some are still in prison. Some have gone into hiding. Their lives no longer theirs. All because we decided to work against police brutality. That's what Macaroni posted online. Also, Fowles too made a very vehement statement and, of course, declined the invitation. Ofuegbo.
You say peace walk is just a symbolic gesture to me, and I don't even see any reason for it. But then
you don't see the need.
Yes. It's just a symbolic gesture. It's just a symbolic gesture. Though I support it if they want to hold it, because it plays well to the minds of the people. That idea of peace, whether it's genuine or not, that one is aside. No one hates peace. But when you talk about someone like Macaroni, he's a bad faith actor. He is a bad faith actor. This is not, the vice president invited him. Who is he to decline? Although he's within his right. Yeah. He's within his right to do it, but if you are actually, it depends on what you want out of this. Do you want a long-term solution, or you just want to, ride the wave? Oh, he rejected the governor, and these are social media guys. They will use it to gain more followers, and then donations will be streaming in. I'm not saying that is what he's doing anyway, but I'm telling you what people do. Then, if the governor invited you, if you are not even going to meet the governor, how can I trust you to be a peacemaker? Because if there is anything you want to tell the governor, go meet him, say it to his face. Then when you are talking about the recommendations, and he said people that worked are in prison, please give us names. Give us where those people are held. I myself will lead the charge against the government to make sure that they are being released. But when you start making all these overhead statements and making just trying to catch people with all these phrases and nonsense. It doesn't make sense.
For them, they feel justice has not been served. You don't think?
Then you rejecting the governor's offer doesn't help it either.
But like you said, the walk is just a symbolic gesture. Why not invite them to a round table as against having a walk?
The VP invited them. Before you go to a walk, you must meet with them first. You don't just come out and just start going for a walk. They will have to meet first. Then, when you are closing, the governor has shown a sign of goodwill. It is just goodwill for him to be, okay, if I hate you so much and I want to destroy you, why would I even give you a platform to come and insult me before the people?
All right, Femi.
I've made my position since yesterday, and you know, during the I probably because I studied computer science, we do more of logic, programming, and whatever.
On this walk, for peace. Okay.
And then I felt the governor wanted to, he knew he was going to release the white paper later in the day, which is probably contrary to what most people expect, especially the rejection that later came up in the white paper. And I felt he extended the hands of fellowship earlier during the press conference so that there can be a balanced narration later on, so that it will look like, we anticipated whatever was going to come out from the white paper. Now, my position on all of this, honestly speaking, I've said this and I'll keep saying it, that as 2023 comes closer, you begin to see the narratives behind every of these influencers' actions. I know most of them personally. I know political affiliations. I know their political affiliations. I knew their stand in 2019.
Yes.
I'm just being blunt here. I know it is still on their social media pages. So, see, let nobody try to. There are so many of them that are activists that when it's now time for political stuff, that's when you're going to see their reactions. Yes. See, you think, most of them, you think they're doing it for the masses, but we end up understanding the major reasons why they're doing it. However, he has his right to reject. But the truth is, one of the reasons why there will continue to be distrust between most of those that are very vocal among the masses and people that have the opportunity to sit among government is that when you come closer to sit with government, you find out that when they put some facts before you,
and
that
lies.
Not necessarily the lies. It's not necessarily the lies. I'll give you when they put facts before you, most of them end up changing their minds, and by the time they go back to the masses that send them, they think they've collected.
They are compromised.
Yes, that's what I'm trying to say. It may be less than whatever, but they put facts on the table for them. Now going forward, see, it is more reasonable to have talks, irrespective of how difficult it is, and now still insist after the talks that I've listened. You have listened to me, but we did not agree. Than to continue, how will we form a consensus? How will we move forward if we're not willing to? See, before the VP's invitation, there was this Zoom meeting. I was also invited. There was this, I'm sure you also. There was this Zoom meeting with the Vice President, Aisha Yusuf turned up. But all did not come. So many of them did not talk. What else do you want? How will you be able to? It's not. See, we must move advocacy.
So you don't think the youths are angry and that their anger is justified?
This is not the way to show it. If you are talking about
this is not the way.
There is no one who is not angry. Now, what you are saying is this: what is your solution? What solution are you profiling?
Okay, Mr. Adegbero, in 2 quick minutes. All right.
One thing there is this. Let me put it to you. If Mr. Governor, during his that speech, mentioned my name, me, I will not go to social media to answer him. I will write it in a letter. And that letter, I will share it to all my journalist friends. And I will send one to him.
What letter?
That
of rejection.
Response.
I will not even be one of that. Is even making it easier. I'll make it official. And I'll give my reasons.
Then to what end?
To any end, because I have the fundamental human right to do that. Now one is one. Then two, how can you, there is white paper just coming out. Whoever that put up that PR is a bad PR. Yes, it's a bad PR. Saying it at that appropriate time is a bad PR. What then on the issue of Prince Rally, now you've just said, to me, it's just a camouflage. One of the things that the governor should be thinking about now, he has started it October this year, where he have a kind of engagement with the youth.
Yeah.
It's not that there are some people you have to go and meet on the road.
Of course.
They will not come to all those ANC whatever. You need to now engage the youth in Lagos State. You need to, in different ways, those ones that are elite, those ones that are hard bureau, those ones that are Wawa boys, Kosoga, 1,000 boys. You have to create a forum where you can meet them.
Of course.
Not all these elites. How many elites
that
are even in that youth? Forget about those ones in university. They are more than those people. They are not up to those people on the road.
True. Yes, of course. I agree with you.
So that one is why they're picking all these people. Macaroni, whatever, we know it's a PR stunt.
It's just for.
But it's a bad PR. It's a bad PR at that particular time.
He fumbled.
I agree with that.
It's a bad PR. Then lastly, is on this particular issue, let me tell you one thing. Whether we like it or not, politicians in Nigeria, because there are different meaning of politicians. What's meaning of white paper? I went to search and I had some.